Most of Galatians chapter 5, certainly from verses 2 through verse 26, is Paul writing about the nature of Christian liberty. How are we to live given the freedom that we are given in and through Christ? And in chapter 5, verse 6, he writes, "For in Christ Jesus, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision counts for anything." It really doesn't matter at all. He says the only thing that counts is faith working through love. Faith working through love. It's the only thing that counts. I mean, if you want a summary phrase from the Apostle Paul, so often we think of Ephesians, we think of we're not saved by works so that no one may boast, but it's by grace we've been saved. But the second half of Galatians 5:6, the only thing that counts is faith working through love. And really, this is a consistent message, I would argue, of the entire New Testament. We can have strong beliefs about different aspects of theology. We can disagree with other people about social or political things. But what we all have to ask ourselves all the time is, am I responding in a way that is faith working through love? And if how I speak to other people and the emails I write and the texts that I send and the things that I post, if it doesn't reflect faith working through love, it's probably not reflecting the Spirit of Christ. Maybe reflecting our own opinion, our own bias, our own perspective, our own personal axe we have to grind, whatever it may be. But I just really want to encourage you today to be reflecting on, is everything I'm doing, everything that I'm doing, is my faith working through love? Is that being reflected in how I treat people, speak to people, interact with people? Am I putting my faith in practice in love? Paul says that's what really counts, more so than anything else. It's interesting because sometimes people like to contrast the writings of Paul and the letter of James, for example, where James writes about faith without works is dead. And in a sense, Paul's really saying a pretty similar thing here. It's what counts is your faith working through love. And when you think about what he wrote in 1 Corinthians 13 about love, it really shouldn't surprise us that this is what Paul says, because love is just the foundational bedrock principle of being a Christian. Love of God, love of our neighbor, love of the stranger, loving every person we interact with and come in contact with, seeing them through the eyes of Christ, seeing them as if they were Christ. I pray that God will help you today, that your faith may work its way out in love and through love throughout this whole day.